Welcome to the haunted heart of the countryside, where legends linger and shadows whisper secrets that villagers have passed down for generations. Tonight, we will step into a world filled with chilling farm tales, stories of fear, mystery, and unexplained events that make the very soil feel alive. In these remote fields and old barns, there are whispers carried by the wind, footsteps echoing in the darkness, and lights that move when no one is there. The locals say these places remember. They remember every tragedy, every strange occurrence. And sometimes, they call you back. So if you think the countryside is peaceful and quiet, think again. For beyond the barns, behind the fences, and along the lonely dirt roads, there are stories that will haunt your imagination long after the night ends. Let us begin with the barn. Abandoned for decades, yet alive with whispers that refuse to fade. The wood creaks with each gust of wind, though many swear no breeze could reach it. At night, villagers have heard footsteps and soft voices, whispers in a language no one alive remembers. Farmers tell of shadowy figures that appear in the corners, fleeting glimpses that vanish when looked at directly. One man, who dared to spend a night inside, said he felt a cold hand brush against his shoulder, though no one else was there. Another heard a woman crying softly, echoing through the dark rafters. No one knows why this barn is haunted. Some believe a tragic accident long ago left restless spirits. Others say darker forces guard the place. But one truth persists. Anyone who enters is changed forever, carrying a lingering unease long after they leave. Not far from the cursed barn lies a lonely dirt road, stretching through fields that disappear into the night. Those who travel it often see something that defies explanation. A figure, pale and silent, walking along the roadside. As you approach, it vanishes, only to reappear further ahead as if the road itself bends reality. Truck drivers have sworn their engines stall when passing, lights flicker, and radios crackle with static, despite no mechanical issue. Farmers walking home at dusk have felt unseen eyes watching from the fields, a sensation that leaves the skin crawling. Some locals whisper it's the spirit of a lost farmer, doomed to wander endlessly. Others are convinced it is something far darker, drawn to those who cross its path. Whatever it is, the dirt road remembers every footstep and keeps its secrets well. One of the most unnerving tales comes from a small farm where the cattle disappeared overnight. Entire herds vanished without a trace. The fences were intact. No footprints, no signs of struggle, only emptiness and silence where the animals had been. The farmer recalled hearing low, mournful howls and the faint echo of hooves moving through the mist. It was as if the night had swallowed the cattle whole. Neighbors came running to help, but even with torches and dogs, nothing was found. Some suggest wild predators or human interference, but the sheer scale, the impossibility of escape, leaves the story shrouded in mystery. To this day, villagers recount that on certain nights, the distant sound of hooves can still be heard in that same field, though no animals remain. In another part of the countryside, tragedy left a lingering presence. A young girl died in a terrible accident, and her spirit is said to wander the fields where she once played. Farmers speak of seeing a figure in white moving silently among the crops. Her presence is accompanied by a chill in the air, and the rustling of plants, even when there is no wind. Some who have ventured too close report a soft, haunting cry, a sound that seems both near and impossibly far at the same time. Children refuse to play in her field, while adults cross to the other side of the road after sunset. It is said that she is searching for something lost, or perhaps warning those who intrude of dangers unseen. Her story reminds us that death is not always the end, and that some souls remain tethered to the land they loved in life. Every farm has a house, but the Casa Grande of one local farm is unlike any other. Empty for decades, it still echoes with whispers of the past. Locals report footsteps pacing the hallways, lights flickering, and doors that open and close as if guided by invisible hands. Paranormal investigators have recorded faint voices speaking in old dialects, shadows that move against the walls, and cold spots that chill the bone. Some say the mansion is caught in a loop, replaying moments from its past, a time when laughter and sorrow filled its halls. Visitors have left in fear, swearing that the house watches, remembers, and sometimes interacts with the living. villagers know better. The land remembers. It holds the echoes of those who have passed and reveals glimpses of the unseen to those who dare look closely. These stories continue to grow, passed from generation to generation, always keeping the countryside alive with mystery and fear. These haunting tales remind us that the countryside is not always the tranquil refuge it seems. Within the barns, fields, and roads, the past lingers. Shadows walk among us, unseen, yet ever present. Whether you believe in ghosts or spirits, the stories of these farms will haunt your imagination long after the night ends. And the next time you hear a whisper in the wind, a creak in the barn, or see a light moving across a field, remember, you may not be alone.